Y'all know this is woman of my dreams, right?
And then propose. Wait, shut up.
Damn, I can't help my cousin bring the bags in the house. We went to the grocery store, man.
All right.
You just woke up, y'all. He just woke up.
Future's bright.
Yeah,
Future's bright, man.
How was your day so far? You got some rest?
Yeah, I needed that.
You know what you wearing later?
Yeah, you know what you wear?
No, but I have a black heel, so I could just put anything on with it.
Alright, yeah. If you need something, we can go get something.
Alright.
Make sure you put that shit on.
Okay, so we need to talk about Blueface, because this situation just keeps getting wilder by the day. And honestly, a lot of people are seriously concerned about the way he's been moving lately. If you've been following everything going on, then you already know Jaden Alexis is at her breaking point. And honestly, I don't blame her. So here's what's happening. Blueface just got out of prison, right? And instead of coming home and focusing on rebuilding things with his family, he's been acting completely out of control online. The behavior has been so chaotic and so disrespectful that fans are speaking up and calling it out. People are especially worried because his actions are affecting the environment around his kids, and that's where things get serious. Recently, an influencer named Michaela Saravaya posted a video from inside Blueface's home, specifically from his daughter Nevai's room. That alone had social media heated, because folks felt like it was crossing major boundaries. Users online questioned why anyone outside the family was even recording in a child's personal space. And according to what people are saying on social media, Blueface didn't seem to recognize why the situation looked so bad. Overall, the whole thing has sparked a huge conversation about responsibility, boundaries, and what kids should or shouldn't be exposed to. And right now, everyone is looking at Blueface wondering what exactly is going on. Now, I want you to sit with that for a second, because this isn't just about being messy or making bad decisions. This is about violating your child's safe space. This is about prioritizing your own desires over the innocence and well-being of a 3-year-old. And people online are rightfully disgusted. Jaden's reaction was captured on video, and y'all, she was in tears. Absolutely heartbroken. And can you blame her? This is the father of her children, the man she's been trying to build a life with, and he's out here filming adult content in their daughter's bedroom like it's nothing. The disrespect is astronomical. Now, let's talk about Michaela for a minute, because this isn't her first rodeo when it comes to messy situations. You might remember her from the Lil Meech drama. So basically, Michaela allegedly snuck into Lil Meek's apartment while he was there with Summer Walker, like full-on intruder vibes. And when she got caught, Lil Meech tried to play it off by saying she was his cousin.
Damn, I can't help my cousin bring the bags in the house. We went to the grocery store, man.
His cousin, y'all. We all know how that story goes. Nobody believed it then, and honestly, it just adds context to the type of chaos Michaela seems to attract. And after all the backlash from this bedroom situation, Michaela decided to double down. She hopped online and started mocking people who were calling her out. She even threw shade at the Lil Meech situation, sarcastically commenting something like, "I can't help my cousin with the groceries." Like, girl, people are genuinely concerned about a child's safety and privacy, yet he continued making light of the situation. This isn't the first time Blueface has shown questionable judgment around his kids. Back in July last year, he invited entertainers to his home while his children, Javon and Journey, were present. His son looked uncomfortable and walked away, but instead of understanding the situation, Blueface questioned him about it. The internet reacted strongly, with many people criticizing his behavior and expressing concern for the child's well-being. Instead of acknowledging the issue or trying to improve, Blueface dismissed the criticism and continued acting the same way. And if you need more proof, let's talk about the Rams game. Blueface took Jaden and their kids to a Steelers versus Rams game. Sounds like a nice family outing, right? Wrong, because Blueface brought dancers into the stadium suite. We're talking bikinis, thongs, full twerking sessions while he's throwing money around like he's at a club. And in the middle of all this chaos, he decides to propose to Jaden with a diamond ring while dancers are shaking it in the background, with other families and children in the suite watching.
Y'all know this is woman of my dreams, right?
And then propose. Wait, shut up.
now, one of those families, the Staffords, as in Matthew Stafford, the Rams quarterback, and his wife Kelly. Kelly's kids were there, and they started making comments about the dancers' bodies. Kelly later addressed the whole thing on her podcast, and she did not hold back. She said the experience completely ruined what was supposed to be a fun family day. And honestly, valid. No parent should have to explain that type of situation to their young children at a football game.
No, there's those, they have.
Are they
Yeah,
friends?
I would hope that that's what that is. Yeah.
And it's embarrassing.
No,
like,
and it's tough. And you go to a football game,
And I have
and
four
I've been
daughters
to.
who are looking at this. How about this?
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick. My nephews who are older have Instagram. They were at the game, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, look what's going on here." They found it, and my daughters are sitting right next to them. They're like, "Mommy, there's a lot of here," and I go,
So how did Blueface respond? With grace and accountability? Of course not. He went off on Kelly Stafford, calling her a Karen. He claimed he paid for the suite so he could do whatever he wanted. He said her kids had probably seen worse on Instagram anyway, which, sir, that's not the flex you think it is. He even threatened to disrespect Matthew Stafford and asserted some kind of weird dominance over LA and Rams games. And then, because he can never take responsibility for anything, he blamed the Rams' loss on the team and not on the fact that he turned a family suite into a nightclub. The audacity is unreal. But here's what a lot of people are saying, and I think they're onto something. Blueface is doing all of this on purpose. He wants a reaction from Jiden. He's trying to provoke her, to push her to her limit. And considering everything that's been going on since he got out of prison, it's working. Because Jiden has reached her breaking point, especially because Blueface has been allowing Jiden's kids to be around Krishan Rock. Now, if you don't know Krishan and Jiden have serious tension, like really serious, and Blueface knows this. So the fact that he's putting the kids in the middle of that, it's calculated, it's intentional, and it's cruel. And of course, this reignited the feud between Jiden and Krishan. Jiden went off on Instagram, making it clear she wasn't scared of Krishan and would handle business if it came to that. Krishan fired back on Twitter, calling Jiden broke and even threatening physical harm. Real mature, right? Krishan also accused Jiden of kidnapping Blueface's kids and asking him for money after he got released. She claimed Blueface left Jiden with assets and support, so she had no reason to complain. She even tried to compare how Blueface treats her versus how he treats Jiden. It's a whole mess, but Jiden didn't back down. She clapped back hard. She thanked Krishan for putting her threats in writing. Smart move, honestly. She denied ever asking Blueface for money and accused Krishan of couch surfing. She said Krishan's kids were using items that she, Jiden, had bought. And then she dropped the real reason she took her kids out of that situation. There was an unsafe adult present. She told Krishan to worry about her own parenting and leave her alone. And you know what? A lot of people sided with Jiden on this one because at the end of the day, she's trying to protect her children. She saw a dangerous situation and removed her kids from it. That's what a parent is supposed to do. But the bigger issue here is Blueface. He's the common denominator in all of this chaos. He's the one bringing OnlyFans models into his daughter's bedroom. He's the one exposing his kids to inappropriate situations over and over again. He's the one pitting the mothers of his children against each other for entertainment. He hasn't shown any sign of changing his behavior. People online are upset, and understandably so. This situation isn't just simple drama or celebrity issues. It involves children who didn't choose to be part of any of this. A young child's personal space was disrespected, and moments like these can have long-term emotional effects. So here's the question. Do you think Jaden's reaction was understandable? Should Blueface be held responsible for allowing someone to record content in his daughter's room?
No, there's those, they have.
Are they
Yeah,
friends?
I would hope that that's what that is. Yeah.
And it's embarrassing.
No,
like,
and it's tough. And you go to a football game,
And I have four
I've been
daughters
to.
who are looking at this. How about this?
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick. My nephews who are older have Instagram. They were at the game, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, look what's going on here." They found it, and my daughters are sitting right next to them. They're like, "Mommy, there's a lot of here," and I go,
Share your thoughts because it's important to discuss situations like this. And if you're still here, stay tuned. This story is clearly not finished yet.